Hey, 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 hey. What up, y'all? Hey, 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 fam.
Family.
What's good? What's good? I'm glad to see you all again. So, yes, thank you for watching the show. So, this is the Attention is Currency Culture of Ignorance show. And I'm your host, Solomon Pratt, aka Master Trainer Solomon Pratt. So yeah, y'all. So much is going on, and I want to go and pretty much make a show about it, cause yeah. So pretty much now, attention is everything. Now people can get so much attention without even having to leave the house, and so I wanted to go and make a show about it. I talk about different events, different things that's going on. I hope you all are having an amazing day. Move this one. So yes, so I want to go and talk about a few different pieces of content that I want to see and I want to go and talk about. Because pretty much that's the new currency, attention. Because of Instagram, women, especially, yeah, women can get attention just like that. You'll see even women that's older, they still have this type of uh, attention fix for getting attention, getting validation. And that's the problem. So yeah, but speaking of this though, so I seen this one piece of content, and speaking of attention, this lady, she cheated on her husband because the other guy was giving her attention. Let me go play this.
You got a vasectomy?
So why I found it, y'all, and I got a vasectomy, so I know it ain't mine. So what's good?
You got a vasectomy?
Yeah, I
And
got
you
a
didn't tell
vasectomy.
me.
No.
You got a vasectomy and you didn't tell me. We literally waited 4 years to have this kid, and you literally didn't tell me you got a vasectomy. We wanted kids. Didn't you want a child?
Why are you pregnant?
What do you mean? Why am I pregnant?
How are you pregnant? It ain't mine.
Don't even go. You got a vasectomy.
I got a vasectomy. What you mean? Trying to figure out how you pregnant?
So you basically just don't trust me.
How can I trust you?
How can I trust you when you got a vasectomy and didn't tell me?
I was gonna tell you.
With 4 years wasted and we planned our lives, like, we planned our lives around children.
I know we were supposed to have kids together, not you run off and go have a kid with
So
another
why did you
nigga.
get a vasectomy? I'm confused. I still don't understand. You went behind my back and got a vasectomy, knowing that you wanted kids with me. What's wrong with me? Why am I not good enough for you or something?
Why
want
are
kids
you
with me
pregnant?
now? What you mean?
How?
Yeah, ain't that so astonishing? So she wound up pregnant, and he got a vasectomy. So she was cheating with somebody else, but then she gonna try to flip it on him and act like, "Oh man, you got a vasectomy. Why didn't you tell me this?" No, you cheated. So, but let me continue the clip.
How are you pregnant though?
No, why did you tell me? You don't trust me?
It ain't mine.
You don't believe me?
No, it ain't mine.
No. Why do you tell me though? Like you don't trust
I'm
me?
telling you now. What you mean?
When
why
did you
ain't
get a
telling you?
vasectomy?
Like 3 months ago. Does that matter? Because you're pregnant now, and it's definitely not mine. So who is the father?
So why are we even married? I don't know.
Why I found it, y'all. And
No accountability. She don't care. But yeah, and I was saying this though. I gotta do some more research on this though. But I heard that now that it's mandatory that when the kid is born, that the parents have to do a DNA test. I seen that. I gotta do some more research on that. But yeah, so that's a good idea. So I know that especially in certain places. I know that when I was looking at Jamaica, the rate of the kid actually not being the father is something like 50%. But yeah, so it's up here too. Man, I had the other piece of content. I gotta find it where pretty much where this one lady, she works in some type of DNA place, and she was saying that it comes down to usually about 40% in America, the kids don't be by the man that the women claim that it's by. So usually she was saying that it comes down to about a few different things that happen that will cause them to get a paternity test. One thing she was saying, man, I gotta find a piece of content and talk about it too. But she was saying like how this happened to a few people that I know where well pretty much the parent wind up needing something, and then pretty much was if they thought that it was their kid, but it actually wasn't their kid when they seen that the kid wasn't a match. So that was one of the common reasons that pretty much the lady, she wouldn't have said that a lot of times people will have to get a DNA test. So yeah, so is that, and then it's sad. It's what they say. They say mama's baby and papa's maybe. Mm. So yeah, so pretty much, but okay, but all right. So the other piece of content I wanted to go and get into was about Candace Owens. She was about Cardi B and about her performance at the awards and how she did it for attention.
What the
Play
left
that.
does, and Ben Shapiro spells this out really well, right? It's really
really
gaslighting, right?
Okay.
They do something that is so absurd and so extreme that any rational human being is going to comment on it, right? So it's not like Cardi B just walking down the street trying to buy a Starbucks, and here comes Candace Owens commenting, how can Cardi B buy a coffee, right? You get on stage at the Grammys. Traditionally, the Grammys is a friendly, family type program that we can all sit around and watch. Maybe a couple of things are a little like, ooh, that might have been a little inappropriate. But you don't watch the Grammys and see two women half naked grinding their vaginas on each other. That's not what you see for the Grammys, right? She does this because she wants to get clicks, because she wants people to comment. This is what people do. It's like, we can also similarly down the line talk about Lil Nas X, right? You're not grinding on Satan half naked because you don't want people to comment. They do these things for attention. And then when you give them attention, they go, oh, how dare you even look at what is wrong with you? You're obsessed with me. It's like, no, you did this because you want people to comment. Now, when I made the comment, it was on Tucker Carlson's show on Fox News. I don't pick the topics on Fox News. It's not my show. So I do religiously every Monday. I go on Tucker Carlson, right? They send me the topics a few hours for the show, and I give my opinion. So just like everybody else in the world was commenting on this absurd performance that she wanted everybody to comment on, I gave my opinion on it, which is that it was degenerate. For whatever reason, in the midst of everybody else commenting, she focused on me and this 1 minute, segment on Fox News, and it upset her. So there's something about me particularly that gets under Cardi B's skin. So she then was tweeting about it for 12 hours before I responded and was like, all right, yes, I said that, and then we went at it. So it's not really about Cardi B, and I think that there's a lot of things to appreciate about Cardi B, and I've talked about them in the past, and she doesn't hear that stuff. But right now, she's the person that's doing the most because she wants the clicks. She's the person that they're naming as Woman of the Year, so I offer commentary on someone of her nature being deemed Woman of the Year. And, she happened to be the person that decided to, at the Grammys, put on a degenerate performance. So she got everyone's attention, including my own.
Okay. So that makes sense. So basically what you're saying is that part of your job is you critique culture like most people do. Everybody does it on the right and the left. And so this was the Grammys is a national event. Everybody watches it. Everyone's going to have their take on it per se. So basically you were just offering your personal critique on the situation. And so I guess one of the things that maybe people were misinterpreting is that you were communicating what kind of music you think Cardi B should be allowed or not allowed to perform. So that's not what you're saying. You're saying that you're not trying to be the music police per se, but you're just offering your opinion on someone's piece of art.
And somebody who wanted an opinion. So like case in point, I know how to get, right now if I wanted every single person to watch this podcast, if I jumped on this stage, got half naked and started humping your mic, do you think that it would drum up some conversation?
It probably would.
Just a little bit of conversation. And then imagine if everybody who starts talking about it, then I go, oh, what's wrong with those people? Why can't I just express myself as a black woman who wants to hump a mic? I mean, that's what Cardi B does, right? Like, and so it's not fair to then say, Candace, why are you commenting on this? Why don't you ask her why can't she just perform like a normal human being? Perform your song. I disagree with the song entirely. The song is so inappropriate, she can't even perform the song in its true lyrics. She has to change the lyrics to perform her own song. But of course, I'm going to offer commentary on that when that commentary is asked of me. I did not attack her randomly in a Twitter thing. It was asked of me on the Tucker Carlson show.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So I guess one.
Yeah. So I want to see that though. So yeah, so that WAP performance, that was not kid friendly. But yeah, but pretty much and that's what they want now. Like they want pretty much to have women to be acting like Cardi B, to be giving black women a bad look because she don't care. Because I was thinking about this back in the day. I was thinking about this. I was watching I was watching a special about Good Times. I think about 2 months ago, and Esther Rolle was talking about how I think that pretty much it was like the first black family on TV in Chicago, something like that. There was, but Esther Rolle, she was really, really concerned with the image of black women and black people. So a lot of other things that they actually wanted her to do and say and talk about on the show, she wouldn't do because she didn't want black women and black people to have a bad look and a bad image. So she was concerned with the image versus women nowadays today, they don't care about the image of black people and black women. The main thing they care about is just them getting the bag and them getting money. So Cardi B, she's a prime example of them, you know. So her, Nicki Minaj, they're concerned about, now the culture is all about, let me just look out for me, let me just get my bag, let me just make my money, and I don't care. While pretty much, you know, people around the world just look at black women as being just that, you know, so just entertainment, just something to do. But yeah, but pretty much that's the whole thing. So let me finish playing that.
One of the points I've heard in regards to sometimes conservative commentators is that a lot of times they ask for government not to be so hands-on in regards to religious life, in regards to personal life, in regards to things like that. But then when it comes to some of the apparent critiques of culture, it seems as though they want to sometimes be the moral police and to be able to tell people what kind of art they can or cannot create. What are some of your thoughts on individuals who kind of say that it appears at times to be hypocritical to want the government out of everything, but then you want to be in other people's music, art, and also their personal behaviors?
Because it's completely unrelated. Nobody asked for the government to come sanction Cardi B. Nobody asked for the government to get involved in asking her not to throw her WAP all over a stage. We asked her as an individual to make a better decision, right? We asked the people that are running the Grammys to say, you know what, this is actually not appropriate for children. This is not appropriate content. I don't have an issue with the fact that there are, you know, pornographic actresses who literally have sex for a living on screen, right? If that's what you want to do with your life, that's totally fine. But I know that you have to go to a website specifically for that, and it's not going to be on ABC Family or, you know, where is the Grammy? I think it's on ABC, right? It's not going to be, yeah.
I believe so. I couldn't tell you.
I think it's on ABC, right? So it's not going to be on ABC during the Grammys, right? There's a time and a place for everything, and that was neither the time or the place. And what I was commenting on, again, not asking for the government to get involved, was just that it's the irony of just Black America persistently, you know, saying over and over again, white supremacy is what's killing Black America. White supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy. Well, look at our values right now. Look at our values when you have this. This is what young girls are seeing. And I do not accept, and I want to say this to make this very...
I was saying the same thing. So pretty much and then I said, so the masses are trying to be like that. They're acting like that. They're pretty much sexualizing everything. Everything is about sex and them wanting to show their bodies for attention and say, look at me. I was just saying that.
Very clear. When people say, well, you need to be responsible for your kids, that is such a cowardice cop-out, in my opinion.
Okay.
Like, it is the ultimate cowardice cop-out. Because you know, as a parent, especially I'm a parent now, there's no way that you can keep your eyes on your kids every second of every day, right? Right now, just breastfed my baby, left the house, there's a babysitter watching. I don't know if that babysitter's on Instagram. Obviously, my baby is not, you know, he's 10 weeks old. But you get what I'm saying. Your kids go off to school. The kids around them have Instagram, have things that they can show them. So don't pretend that it is just the fault of the parent in terms of producing a child. It's not. We have entire systems, 6 hours a day, they're giving to schools, right? So it's such a cop-out. We have to do better as individuals to make sure that the values that we're instilling in children all across society are better. So Cardi B, oh, tell your kids not to listen to me. Like, stop that. That's a cop-out.
Cool. No, I like that. And so...
Yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, just no accountability. So... But yeah, but that's pretty much how her career got started. You know, doing things for attention and certain things. Even with her, you know, just that. But her, you know, stating that she went and pretty much bribed guys and drug guys for money. That's like, wow. You know, if that was a man doing something like that, he would have been canceled. But just she actually got even more popular. So it just shows how much, you know, how they don't really value, you know, Black men like that.
I guess my question to that would be, you made a point about values and instilling good value commentators to be able to provide alternatives to be able to combat some of these ideas that they personally believe are unhealthy.
And I think we're doing that. You know, I think we're definitely doing that. It's just, as I said, you'll never see a conservative on the cover of Vogue, right? So people don't realize that it's out there. I mean, it's not like this is the first thing I've done. I've had podcasts forever. I'm not just out there tweeting into the Twitterverse, right? I have a book, like you just mentioned. I have a book. I have my own podcast. I've always had my own podcast. I now have a show. So we are doing that, but we are purposefully kept out of what is considered to be the tastemakers. You'll just never see. I mean, Melania Trump, they put every first lady on the cover of Vogue. I mean, literally every first lady on the cover of magazines, whether it's Elle, Vogue. Melania Trump, arguably one of the most beautiful first ladies ever had, definitively the most stylish first lady we've ever had, nowhere, right? So, and that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Whether you like me or not, somebody else is making a decision in terms of what you are allowed to digest. Somebody else is trying to set your moral standards. Somebody else is adjusting the codes and saying you should start to perceive this as normal, and it's not normal. It's not normal. So I'm calling it out for being not normal while also creating content, also creating an alternative for them.
So one thing that here's, and I know sometimes Ben doesn't like when I bring up this point, but one of the things that I've personally noticed is that there's so many ignorant people, right? There's so many people who, unfortunately, they're, like you said, I think the system is unhealthy. I talk about it all the time. It's an unhealthy, toxic environment. It creates toxic ideology. It creates toxic people. The system is unhealthy. So there's a lot of ignorant people who are, unfortunately, a byproduct of an unhealthy system. Do you feel as though sometimes your tone, as such an intelligent, enlightened woman,
so this is the part that I really like. So this also goes for, when it comes down to me, being a trainer, talking to people, trying to get a person to move and trying to get a person to do something about their health problem. I even think about what he's about to say when it comes down to Kevin Samuels. A lot of people are saying that, they're saying that it was his tone. So
times can be too heavy-handed when sometimes they really are oblivious to, like you said, for a lot of these people, like you said, like with Cardi and Lil Nas and Harry Styles, you're saying that they're pawns in the system. So do you feel like sometimes maybe your tone to the, so to speak, pawn is heavy-handed when there should be more an attack and to the system and a more compassion towards individuals that you personally believe are going in the wrong direction?
How's their tone to me? How's their tone to me? Yeah. Right? So, and here's what people don't understand. You have these people, and they're not just wrong. They're strong and wrong, right? They're passionately ignorant. They're convinced of their own intelligence.
Damn, passionately ignorant. They're convinced in their own BS. Yeah, I've been saying that, though. So when somebody is passionate about their ignorance, you have to deal with them a certain kind of way. So
they're convinced that they are the future, right? So they come in here and they are just like, I am it, I am the best, can't nobody tell me nothing. You think they're going to hear a little quiet mouth being like, actually, I'd like you to read this piece of paper I wrote and explain to you the ills. They would be like, are you kidding me? These people are rude, they're loud, and they're passionate about their ignorance. So the only way that you can address them is to be just as loud and to be just as passionate about the things that you actually know. And
boom. So that is so true. So that's the only, especially nowadays. Probably like back in the day, you can talk nice to people, understand that though, but they don't understand that soft stuff. So that's the only thing that a person understands. Especially that's why it works better when you are direct. And yes, just you have to not take that BS, and you have to just keep it true. Keep it 100.
And I wish, trust me, I wish I could just be like, hey, actually, Cardi, that performance, let me explain to you why that wasn't. No, because she's convinced of her own greatness, because she's being handed all these accolades in life. They're giving her awards. They're naming her Woman of the Year. You can't tell Cardi B nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. They're developing the system even through the school system, handing out these meaningless degrees, handing out these master degrees, these bachelor's degrees. You have people to be like, well, I graduated and I'm a major in feminist dance theory. I know what I am talking about. And so you have to combat that with aggression, because they're aggressively wrong.
I understand that completely, because
I totally agree with that though. So you have to have some type of aggression, and sternness, dealing with a person who's ignorant on their, pretty much, they're pretty much stubborn on their ignorance.
Because if you're this timid, sweet, lovely mouse in a land full of unhealthy, disingenuous lions, are they really going to hear your voice? And so that's the part where I understand that sometimes the points are sensationalized. Sometimes the points are passionately communicated because in order to get any form of attention, there needs to be a form of you have to be a lightning rod-esque like figure. So I understand that component. And
plus, everyone else is scared.
Yeah.
Right? So it would be so much easier for me to just state, first off, like I said, most times just stating my opinion in 30-second clips. And it would be so much easier if I was being aided by other people that are acknowledging the truth, right? It would be so dope if Charlemagne the God got up on Hot 97 and was like, no.
Yeah, so that's a good point, I think, because what you said, I totally agree with that too. With that, because that's the problem. The problem is the people who are telling the truth, they're pretty much going against the norm. While everybody else is just pretty much pacifying them, lying to them. So that's why she's right, you know. So the people that are stern and they tell the truth, they're left out there on their own.
Nope, that performance wasn't it, right? Instead, we have an entire community that pretends that they don't know it's wrong, right? That because they just want to be in the cool club. They just want.
Yep, exactly. And it's an entire community who just coddle everybody's feelings and not tell them the truth to fix their problem. I totally agree, Candace.
Want to make sure that Beyonce will sit down so they can get the clicks, and that Cardi B will sit down, they'll get the clicks, and they want to make sure they're cool with LeBron James, or cool with the athletes. I don't care to be cool with them. I'm not trying to sit at their table. I'm not trying to be their friend, because I understand that the table that they're sitting at is toxic, and everything that's being served is absolute poison, right? So I'm just sitting here like, you suck. Things to appreciate about you. I think LeBron James is an amazing athlete. I think he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about when he talks about Black Lives Matter, right? He needs to shut up and sit down, because he's spreading bad things in the Black community without meaning to. Cardi B, I love the hustle. I love the idea of somebody being a stripper and working their way and becoming a millionaire. That's naturally conservative, right? Without taking any handouts from the government. Those are great elements. Now, you know what I don't like? I don't like that quickly you're already being used as a pawn, and see now Biden is sitting down with you pretending that he doesn't think you're anything more than...
Oh, man, so she went in there. That is a good point. So, yes, out of everybody for Biden to go and sit down and talk to, he chose to speak to Cardi B. I was thinking the same thing.
An ignorant black girl, because that's what he thinks about her, okay? And everybody knows that. I'm saying the truth. You know that. Every Black American with the platform knows that Cardi B is considered a joke to Joe Biden. But I'm the only one that says it. Why don't you guys help me out so I don't have to be the only voice?
So let me jump in.
Yeah, that's like the whole thing. People don't want to say the truth. They don't want to admit it. So yes, she's right there. That's a great point.
Real quick, Candy, because you asked me. So this is my weakness. I'm gonna tell you my weakness. Similar to you. I can people can tell me Candace Owens is A, B, and C. Candace Owens hates her color. Candace Owens hates black people. Candace Owens is this, that, and the third. I'm gonna sit down with Candace. I'm gonna actually study Candace. I'm gonna learn from Candace what is her intention. And I think you're a dope person. I enjoy being around you. You know, are there things that we disagree with? Duh, that's every human being. I disagree with things that I even believe at times. So that's common sense, guys. So I'm the individual who's never gonna judge intent. Right? I'm gonna try my hardest to understand as best as possible before I judge your personal intent. So to answer your point about the Joe Biden thing, I can't say I don't know if Joe Biden's intention is that he thinks Cardi B's ignorant. I can't say that.
Let me ask you a very simple question. Do you think that Joe Biden knows a single Cardi B song?
Of course not.
So why is he sitting down with her? Why did he pick Cardi B?
Damn.
He didn't.
She got him right there. But he don't know. He don't know a song about her, but then he was told that she's ignorant, and then she's an easy target, and she's not gonna give him no kind of pushback. So she got him right there.
Virtually nobody, but he picked
we know
Cardi
why.
B. And we do know why, and that's my point.
For view, I think
So everybody say it.
Yeah.
So everybody say it.
I think
Yes, he's not. She's not going to ask him hardball questions about his economics. She doesn't understand. It's an easy interview for him, right? Because a tough interview would be if he had to sit down with me. A tough interview would be if he had to sit down with someone like Thomas Sowell or Condoleezza Rice. He went with the person that he thought was the most ignorant with the most views, and he nodded and said whatever she said. And she's making noises, and that's what I'm saying to people is that we all know the truth in Black America. So why am I the only person that's saying it? I don't.
She right. So I'm with her on that though. So we know the truth, but then like how the truth is disrespectful, and people just don't want to say nothing. So that's the problem.
frustrating to me at this point, where it's like this stupid Candace hates her own skin color. What are you talking about? I love being black. I mean, you should be able to tell by now that I quite enjoy being me. I haven't made any apologies trying to get you to be my friend, right? I love my story. I love what I've done. I am self-congratulatory in a way that I came from absolutely nothing, and I made a living for myself, and I did things that were moral, right? That I know that I feel when I lay my head at night on my pillow, I genuinely feel that girls can look up to me and can follow me, and I know that what I'm giving them is good, that young people can follow me, and I know that I am instilling good morals and good principles. Candace Owens doesn't hate her own skin color. Candace Owens doesn't hate her own character. And I think that just needs to be said over and over again, that you guys are saying that foolishness because you don't want to respond to what I'm actually saying. Because you know what I'm saying is actually true. It hits hard, right? It's the truth.
Wow, I totally agree with that though. So yeah, so she's a primary example of this culture of ignorance. So yup. Man, oh man. And then this is the other thing that I wanted to talk about. Speaking of ignorance and attention, it's like now I know that like pretty much now we're pretty much at the point where whenever I see a woman that has I would say a big butt or a so-called looking fit body, she has a BBL. Now that's pretty much the common thing that I noticed. Now we're pretty much at a point where just that the women aren't working out, the black women especially aren't working out, and then that's always about just attention, quick fix, just get your body worked on. So just like even I think about with Cardi B, when I seen her and she was pretty much performing her WAP song, her butt looked just so weird. It looks disgusting. When it gets to that, I don't know, it just looks so weird, because especially like myself, like me being a trainer, I got the eye, because I could just tell, because number one, the main giveaway a woman has a BBL, and then I want you all to think about this though. So yeah, so number one, you never see her post any pictures in the gym. All you see her is posting selfies, and nothing you see her posting in the gym. So that's like the easiest giveaway. And so that she ain't about that fitness life. The second reason how you can tell is the butt to thigh ratio. Let me go break that down. So the butt to thigh ratio. So you see these women with these super big butts, and then like their thighs be like this little. They pretty much look like they're gonna tip over and fall right there on their butt. So it just looks weird, especially it looks weird from the front. So, but yeah, so that's how you can tell. And other way you can tell is like how the woman would have no type of definition in her legs, in her thighs, no type of muscle tone. That's also how you can tell. So now that's the new norm now, just that. And then out of everybody, just to get all this extra attention, the black women are getting the BBLs, and a lot of them are dying from it. So they're going to countries like the Dominican Republic, where they can get a lot of work done. And I'm actually seeing a story, I was like a few months ago, but there's one lady how she actually went to the BBL. My bad, BBL. she went to the Dominican Republic to get a BBL, and she also wanted to have some type of other work done. And the sad part that happened was the doctor actually stole one of her kidneys. She found this out because when she came back from a trip, she kind of like felt weird. She's like, man, what's going on? And then they did some blood work on her, and then they found out that the doctor took one of her kidneys. So she thought she was getting a hell of a deal, like getting all that work done, and the doctor stole one of her kidneys. So that's so terrible. And speaking of BBLs, I'm gonna play Blac Chyna.
Because it took so long for me to be.
The body is in serious danger after getting BBL.
To my post-op.
Yeah, so her body's in serious danger after getting a BBL. So yep, all this for so that's like the whole thing, just that she got fame, she got this. But think about this, y'all. So the women who don't have the resources and the fame, they're at home right now suffering, all because of this bad decision that they actually made. And then just now, some of these celebrities like K Michelle, Stormy are coming out, but these women, have connections, so they can get their problem fixed. Just imagine all these women that's out there right now. They're all because they want instant attention. They're at home suffering. They don't have the resources. They don't have the money. They're in so much pain, and nobody is not as many people are talking about it.
Black China Body is in serious danger after getting BBL.
To my post-op to go see my doctor to talk about basically what happened during the surgery. He's going to check and make sure everything's like moving good. As I told you all before, I had got a breast reduction and also to a reduction of my buttocks. All right, so I am a little bit concerned. I mean, obviously, I'm really concerned, honestly, because I really want to know what he has to say about the silicone that's like in my butt or was in my butt. And I'm so curious now to see how much he took out. What was the complications, because it took so long for me to be inside of there. It should have not taken that long. So he's just basically going to break it down to me. I'm gonna record it because I want y'all to like know, you know what I mean? Yep. I mean, and it's crazy because you hear these stories all the time of people, and even like other celebrities that have came out and said, hey, you know, I had got butt shots and shots, and this happened to my body, and it rejected it.
Yeah. So it's just so sad, you know. So, but once again, I think, you know, just a lot of times the women are thinking that, oh man, just if I just had a bigger butt, I'll be able to get the kind of man that I want, and I get all this attention, and yeah, you know, just get guys to, you know, want to have sex with you. But really, the women that's really winning aren't the women with the BBLs. It's the women, you know, that have the better attitude. You know, they know how to respect a man. A man would take that seriously and marry and pretty much commit to that any day over a woman with just a BBL. You know, so but yeah, so it's sad. But I'm just thinking about the women who don't have the resources, who are at home right now suffering, all because they seen Kim Kardashian or they seen Nicki Minaj, all of them with their fake butts, and they wanted all the fame and attention. They wanted all that though, so they pretty much went and had it done, and now they're suffering in silence. Speaking of ignorance, I want to play this one clip with Mr. Organic off of the Fresh and Fit show.
You ain't got no brain.
Honey, I worked in corporate finance.
What is a bad bitch?
So this is good. So the one guy, Mr. Organic, and then actually really both of them are actually right. Because she's right, because she knows that there are more guys, and then this is what like a lot of women do prey on. They do prey on the guy being on, he just got money, he's just dumb, and he just, you know, just so whipped over the women. So a lot of women do prey on guys like that. But he's saying that, okay, you know, he care about the woman, you know, pretty much, you know, having some ideas and being able to, you know, to help him with his hustle and his grind, you know. But she's talking about how a man with money doesn't care about that. So I mean, yeah, and then both of them are right, because there are a lot of guys, you know, with money that they don't care, and then they just praise any woman, you know, just because she look good. So both of them are right. I mean, play the clip.
It's doing for me. That's nothing. It's a million bad bitches walking this earth. That's the cheapest and most easiest thing to get for a nigga got some money is a bitch. Consider yourself a bad bitch?
Yeah, I do actually.
So you above basic. What, you don't work. You don't have no attributes.
I do have attributes. I inspire my men.
How? You don't got no job. What's your education?
You have to realize that when men make it to a certain level,
right,
they're not checking for a woman's education.
They're not.
When you're making millions of dollars, you don't care about a woman's education.
Yes, you do.
Talk to plenty of rich men.
I do. I can tell you ain't got no brain.
Honey, I worked in corporate finance. What are you
did?
talking?
So
yes,
why are you not
baby.
employed now?
Because I don't want to be.
So you want to be a...
So you see, so that's what it is. Yeah, so, you know, so, and both of them are right. They definitely are right, because she knows that, you know, there's going to always be a guy out there, just because she look halfway decent, you know, he's going to pretty much go and pretty much put her on the pedestal and then going to just worship her and tell her she can stay at home. And so both of them are totally right. You know, so, but yeah.
Slave to a man with some money.
To be an inspiration with some money. You wasn't listening.
Okay, I got you. I won't listen.
So, yeah, so that was good, though. But yeah, but both of them are right. And I think, you know, because, yeah, just she know that pretty much she can get a guy to just just whipped on her and then just let her just stay at home and just cause she's cute. So but yeah. But all right, y'all. So I hope you all love the show, The Culture of Ignorance. Attention is a new currency. The Culture of Ignorance. So if you all want to get your look in order, you want to pretty much go and have better relationships with people, men. You want to take your looks to the next level. I'm accepting personal training applications, so you can go and fill out the application below, and either me or somebody from my team will get back with you. And remember, y'all, God wants you healthy and fit. The devil wants you to procrastinate and put it off. Don't let the devil win. And I'm gonna see you all soon. And let me know in the comments what you all like best about the show. Let me know. So I think I'm working on going on a schedule where I do maybe like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday where I have my show. But yeah, but pretty much, y'all, so my channel is all about giving women the male perspective that they actually need, that it can help them grow and get the kind of results that they want, to get the kind of man that they want, live the better life that they want to live. I tell women all the time, even women in their 40s and 50s, you still can win, you still can get the kind of man that you want. But the most important thing is cooperation, finding a man that you respect and being willing to work with him and get on his page and give him what he wants. You have to give the man, ladies, the secret is you have to find out what the kind of man that you wants in a woman and be able to give him a deal as to what he wants. So it's really, really that simple. It's like men are so simple that a lot of times it goes over women's heads. It's like the women are the one that's like more complicated. We come down to giving women what you want. Men are so simple, so simple. You just feed a man, give him some, and give him some peace. Just leave him alone. It's that simple. And I promise you, you will not lose. Just but all right, y'all. It just that I want to see women win, because I want to see women be able to be in relationships with the kind of man that they want, to live longer, to feel better, to be able to get more things done. But all that stuff, y'all, comes from you prioritizing your health and taking your health seriously. So if you want to donate to the channel, you can do that too. So let me see. So yep, so Solomon Fitness World, Cash App. So all right, y'all. So okay. I'm starting to get some views here. Hey, y'all. So okay. So yeah, y'all. So yes, so pretty much this is Master Trainer Solomon, and today's show was about the culture of ignorance. So yeah, so now this is the new culture where you see where pretty much now attention is currency. So you all can go and check me out on Instagram, Solomon Fitness World on Instagram, Trainer Dr. Flex on Instagram. So yes, So yep, so on Cash App, you can donate to the show, Solomon Fitness World. So all right, y'all. So pretty much, y'all. So let me know what are some of you all thoughts about this new attention is currency culture of ignorance. Do you all think that it's right? Do you all think that it's gonna change? Do you all think that things will get better? Let me know in the comments. So yes. And actually I'm gonna show you all. So this is pretty much I'm showing you all one of my clients, but she's talking about my training. Let's see.
Good morning. Hey, my loves. I call you my loves because you are my peoples. So lately I have been working on more of my fitness. So I've been working with the coach, and his name is Solomon Pratt. He is a master trainer, and I purchased some fitness bands from his website, solomonsfitnessworld.com. That is solomonsfitnessworld.com. I'll leave that information on this post. And I purchased the Diva bundle. I wanted to support, I thought these were great, things to add to my collection, but I had no idea how much fun and how challenging this would be. It has been a beautiful experience, and I'm excited to continue working on me. In the Diva bundle, I received like 5 fitness bands. I got 3 booty bands. I got a power band and a ankle band. These are great quality products, and they are definitely helping me reach my fitness goals. For me, it's just a flatter stomach. you know, a little bit more butt in the back. And I want to do it to where I am building on a healthy foundation. So I'm learning not only about the workout, but I'm also learning about my body type. What are some of the things that I should focus more on, especially with my eating habits? I'm learning all of these things by working with Solomon Pratt. So I encourage you, check out the website. It is SolomonFitnessWorld.com. Ladies, if you are interested in working out from the comfort of your home, this is great. If you want to work in person, he does have a personal gym. You can definitely choose that. I am using the hybrid training, so I meet with him once a month because I'm far away from where he is, but that works for me. And then I train through the app 3 times a week. He asks me what I want to focus on. He gave me, you know, like a questionnaire, of course, to make sure that I am healthy enough to do some of the activities that he would, you know, recommend. But most importantly, it's customized for my specific body type. We are all different, but our differences are what make us beautiful. So I am so excited to just share this with you guys. Go now, like right now, SolomonFitnessWorld.com, and get you some bands, ladies.
All right, family.
Is in serious.
Okay, y'all. So, yep. So, pretty much that's what I have going on. Because I realized that doing a one-on-one training hasn't been the same ever since COVID when it happened. So, pretty much, I already had the online training going. So, it's not like anything else you had before. It's not like you doing no virtual workouts like most people think about online training is. This is just me pretty much. Everything is pre-recorded just for you, and I get to hold you accountable to the highest degree by me seeing when you did your workout, when you didn't do your workout. I receive a text message. Either way, I get to see what you ate for weeks and months at a time. So that gives you the highest level of accountability possible. That's going to make sure that you achieve your fitness goals. So 24-hour tech support. But yeah, y'all, so if it was that easy, everybody would have an amazing toned body, but it all come down to your habits and what are you willing to sacrifice? How long are you willing to commit to be able to achieve your fitness goals? Most people don't want it that bad, you know, just with life, they rather just make excuses and then just keep putting off and keep putting off, and then they wonder why they look the way that they do. So yeah, so if you want it bad enough, you can fill out my personal training application below. I'm gonna put that down in the description, and I'll see you all next time. And let me know about any other topics that you all want me to cover. So remember, this channel is about fitness, lifestyle, relationships to help you ladies get the best of everything that you want. But come down to relationships, getting the best kind of man, you being stronger, tougher. I'll see you all next time.